All right, Gaming Lord. So we're back at Marvel Future Fight and gonna continue on with timeline survival. So a couple of things that I've come to see from the game mode that I really like about it, especially for some of the Marvel Future Revolution players, is we basically got a game mode that, you know, in a game that's 6 years old, and we literally have a piece of PVE content that rewards players for you know, just taking action. The great thing about it too is you only have to jump in on it like every 5 hours. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you I play it probably about 2 times a day, and but I'm having fun with the game mode overall. You get about 5 temporal energy to start with, but you're not limited to 5 temporal energy. You can make your way around certain grid squares inside the game that will give you more energy actually. Like, so some battles, a reward for it will be temporal energy. So like in threat level 2, I actually ended up with, like, I think I had 24 temporal energy to spend, which was fine by me because it was actually pretty decent. It actually helped me play around on the boards and get to see some of the things that were happening a little bit more and understand the pieces. So by and large, the game board seems like they actually increase in size as well when you go up. What you're essentially doing is you're participating in the board play to find these enemies. So I'm basically looking for these bosses. They'll appear on the map with these their cross icons, just like this, with the skull in between. So 2 swords and a skull, kind of the pirate logo. And you're basically making your way around the board as you see fit, and you're going there. One of the things that I've noticed is kind of really important is that when you do make your way around the board is that you want to hit some of these landmarks. So the higher in color the landmark, it seems to go gray, green, blue, and then purple. The higher the landmark, the better the survival effect or ability that you can purchase from there. So see, I can look at the landmark, but I can't see what abilities are going to offer. They basically all offer about 3 different survival effects, and you can look at like some of mine that I've got going on here. So I've got increased speed types, attack, I got increased blast types, and then even got some decreased damage ones as well. These survival effects are basically helping your heroes because you have to choose characters, and they're all from your entire catalog that you have that you can select to participate. Keep in mind that the characters that you select and use, the health levels of your character can decrease, and it doesn't regenerate even if you go up to the next threat level. That stays the same going throughout, so you want to be careful about those. I've kind of started to fall into a pattern, at least with the first 3 levels, where I've chosen 3 combat classes, 3 blast characters, 3 universal, and 3 speed, just to kind of make sure that I meet all of the requirements for going around on the board. So for instance, I can move left or right here, and what I'm going to do is, because this one's green and is really far away, I'm gonna just try to make my way over to the blue one over here. So I'm gonna make my way to this. It's a hidden effect. So now when the hidden effect shows up, this can be anything. It could be a buff or debuff. So for instance, I got a debuff on stage 1, I think it was, that was like a decrease. That doesn't appear to be sticking around, so I might be good in that terms. At least I don't see anywhere where that debuff is sticking around from the previous threat level. So here we are. What is it going to give me? So that's cool. Like, I just got all characters gear has been upgraded. I increased my HP by 10%. That's obviously a good thing, especially in a mode where they're decreasing. A lot of the battle modes seem to kind of hinge on, you know, you basically they seem to all have that same innate thing where they're going to be like, they're going to decrease the rate at which HP can regenerate. It's similar to a lot of the modes inside the story, a lot of the chapters inside the story. So I'm gonna move to another hidden one over here. Let's see what I get. So see, I got a debuff here. So I got ambush, injure. So I decreases HP of all participating characters by 20%. So you see what I mean by that, right? Like, that's a serious debuff on my character. So you have to be careful in how you play some of these because they can be detrimental. Let's go to a battle though. So for instance, you can see here, it's asking me to it's telling me universal type characters have an advantage in this stage, and it's decreasing the character's HP recovery. I have noticed that this seems to be a standard across the board. Decreases character HP recovery, which I get, because you don't want characters to be able to recover HP, because then you just run through and, you know, the mode would just be you just traipsing through. But I feel like it should be maybe a little bit more random. Than it seems like every stage now has decreases character HP recovery. So we'll move to that stage and we get to the battle. When we get into the battle, is basically just choosing any of my, I don't have to have universal type characters chosen. It's just telling me about the universal type characters are getting a bonus, and you can see that 20% buff has already taken effect. Jesus Christ, it did take effect pretty quickly. So everybody has their decrease in 20% HP, so we're a lot lower. So it's going to be interesting to see when I finish this board if that is going to carry over, or if I get that 20% HP back at the end of this threat level. I can't find the debuff effect that I had from the other one, but that's one of those things that you really need to be worried about. So you can see that battle went pretty quickly. I can tell you that the battles, you know, if you have fully leveled up characters like my Null, my Doctor Doom, my Doctor Doom, and my Sentry are pretty high level, so I'm not really worried about that. So now here goes something. So you can see the battle. Basically, the gray battles are fairly easy to complete. The green battles are fairly easy as well. Once you get into the blue and purple, the battles will take, you know, could take you somewhere up probably about, like, you know, I don't know, you know, 5 to 10 seconds or something like that with characters on my level, whereas opposed to, like, if you could probably do these with level 70 characters, and or, you know, T2 characters instead of T3s. I just using T3s. So now the shop windows will appear, and when you move onto the shop, I'm going to do it for the sake of this video, it gives you the opportunity to purchase things. So see, I move into the shop and these are the things that appear for me. So you can see I have 268 of the gym shops or whatever, and I can basically choose any of these items at random. So to make this video go a little bit longer and to give you guys a more in-depth, let's say that I choose the 18 temporal energy. That's the best reward in there anyways, is the 18 temporal energy, and I'll choose this one as well. You can purchase all these. There's no point for me to purchase these two, but the temporal energy, clearly the benefit. So now I'm like with 21 energy inside here. Now here goes something that's really crazy though to keep in mind, right? Moving a space that I've already previously occupied is still going to cost me a move. I wish that I could move back along my spaces without costing me energy or temporal energy. I would prefer that more than what I have. So now the new stage is going to ask me to use speed type characters, because obviously, and like you can see, the decreases character HP recovery seems to not be withstanding inside there. So we'll go ahead and we'll choose our speed characters. For this round, I chose Luna Snow, Quicksilver, and yeah, and Deadpool, or Lady Deadpool for my character right now. I really wish Netmarble had made Lady Deadpool and Deadpool different characters. They are different characters instead of just a costume for Deadpool. I don't know why they did that. And you can see even with a green battle, it doesn't take too long. My Luna Snow's not really built up, and so she's taking a little bit of a beating every time I use her. The rewards obviously is just getting about 3 of them. So now we can move over to the space. I'm going to move over here. We'll do this battle again. Heroes have an advantage in this stage, but again, decreases character HP recovery. Now, I've got 2 universal characters and 1 blast character. So most likely for blast, I don't want to use any of my combat characters, because a combat character could be pretty bad for me, because that blast character would do a lot of damage to the combat characters. So, and there's no universal. So I'm going to basically just choose my universal characters inside this mode, because I think it's going to probably be best for me. I'll use Sentry as a lead. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Won't do that. I just good thing I won't pay attention to. I won't use that because it says heroes have an advantage. Those are my universal characters, are not heroes, so I'm gonna have to switch that up. We'll go with Doctor Strange, and let's go with Professor X. Maybe Professor X can mind control these bastards so that way they don't do too much damage to me. It is on autoplay. You only control one of the heroes, so it's not bad, but the autoplay is like I'm controlling Doctor Strange right now, but I could switch over to any one of the other characters to control. You can only control one while the other ones are taking effect. It's up to you if that's how you want to play. like for me at this point, I don't really have a reason not to autoplay it. So I want to hit up this landmark real quick so I can show you the effects that they're going to basically give. These are probably not going to be as good as some of the other ones. Increases the human race's defense by 15%. Increases other types HP. To be honest with you, other types is one of those things that aren't, you know, there's not a lot of characters, and even the human, there's not a lot of humans that I'm necessarily absolutely using in a game. I mean, I think Sentry would count, but then we have a 10% chance to paralyze when attack. I like that one better. It's not as conditional, so I'm going to choose that one instead. This portal, I believe, will teleport me anywhere on the board, but I don't know. I'm also going to grab this one right here because this is rewards. So I'm not gonna bitch about rewards. I grabbed one of those rewards before and it gave me 10 support energy. I'll take 200 energy. That's pretty nice. I'm not gonna complain about that at all. But now I want to move back over, so you can see 2 portals here. I want to move back over to this boss battle right here, and you can see it's the raft. Now notice I can just click on that spot, so that way I can move. Speed type characters have advantage, and I can move back over to that space. I hate that it's going to cost me energy to do this though. So let's move back here and let's use speed characters, I suppose, again. So we'll go here. Luna's getting a beating. I'm going to have to do some stuff about leveling. I hope to God her new uniform is cool as hell. The hard part about Luna Snow is her skill rotation. It just makes her a little unfun to play for me. But Dr. Doom and Shang-Chi, they just made their skill rotation something that, you know, is wholly unique to those characters as well. So so there we go. Took 10 seconds and I got 13 of this token, the survival tokens. It's pretty cool. Like, to be honest with you, this is one of those things like I feel like Marvel Future Revolution could deal with and have in the game, because I think it's really fun. It's PVE content that doesn't affect other players. This one's the easy one, obviously. Aliens is a good one because Marvel Future Fight loves aliens, but decreases attack by 12%. Oh no, I don't want to decrease my attack. So for this one, I guess we'll go with the increases alien races by HP. Yeah, we'll do that one. Now, the reason why I say that these landmarks are really important to hit, like you kind of want to make sure you hit them, so you can see the purple ones over here, is because like I said, they continue with you throughout the modes. The debuffs don't seem to stay with you. So let's move over to this one right here. Universal type characters have an advantage, and you can see, like I said, I wish that was a little bit more random, but it seems like it's withstanding. It's been at every level. Decreases character HP. So we're gonna go ahead and use the universal type characters that we have, switch those over, and let's get in. So for instance, like I think I believe Null counts as a other type creature, not an alien. But this is fairly simple. Got through that battle, nice, and I'm getting future points in there. Only 2, but whatever. I'm not really playing this mode for future points, so that's cool. So we've got the portal sitting over here, and you can see move to another portal. Using portals requires surviving tokens. So we only have the one portal on this stage, so I don't really need to use that to move. What I want to make my way over to is that landmark there. Female characters have an advantage in this stage. Oh shit, I did not choose that many female characters. I did not realize I didn't do that. I thought I had a 3rd female. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. All right, we'll let Sentry lead the way for that one. This might hurt. Well, what stage was that? I think it was blue, so it might not hurt too bad. Yeah, you can see like Sentry's not doing a lot of damage there, but Luna and what you call it was good enough. He basically allowed to be tanked for that one, so that's cool. It took 4 seconds. Now we get another store that pulls up, another shop. I don't think I need the shop though. Oh, look at that. So we've got another 18 energy, and this time we've got awakening crystals. Now this is the first time I've seen this. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. So this makes no sense to me. I don't like that. So So it's basically giving me the reward for awakening crystals inside here, which is a you need awakening crystals in order to transcend any character. Transcendent is basically like right beneath T3. I don't like the fact that now that we're getting those rewards to pull up on screen that they're costing crystals. That's not cool. And 10 awakening crystals is definitely not worth 60 crystals at all. Not at all. I don't think so anyways. Not for me. I'll purchase the temporal energy for 18. Close that, and let's make our way over to this reward. Let's see what we get here. So we got 200 energy the last time. What did we get this time? So now we got 9 survival tokens. That's not bad. Okay. I want to make my way over here to this level. I don't need to go back into the shop. Okay, so we need speed type characters again. Let's get them. Get those speed type characters. Bow, bow. And where's the other one? Bow. So like this is one of those really good game modes to me because, you know, like I said, I'm having fun by myself and I don't rely on anybody else. It's at my own pace. I'm still getting to use all of my characters that I have inside my inventory to play with. So it gives me incentive to boost up characters. Like I said, for instance, my Luna Snow, if I show you her build, you will look at that immediately and be like, geez, dude, you don't really have a good build on her at all. And I'm like, yeah, because I don't really play her. I leveled her up because I think she is good. But, you know, so like you can see now, here we are, right? So increases the hero faction's attack by 12%, increases bonus damage dealt to blast types by 10%, and increases other types attacks by 12% as well. So these rewards are really, really good. And it's going to be between these two. I like this one the most, so I'm going to choose that one. But now I need to make my way back down because I want to get that location reward over here. And we choose this one over here. Let's see what we get this time. Oh, look at that. So another 7 temporal energy. So I like that. I like that a lot. I like that. It's kind of cool. And so you can see I'm just kind of making my way around the board. I have one more area that I need to get to over here. We're at 16 minutes for this video. Let's just kind of see what happens. We finish it out here. You guys can bail out on the video at this point if you want to, because it's just kind of me clearing out the board. Let's go with blast type characters now. But this could be a potential game mode for me that I could see having inside of Marvel Future Revolution. I think it would be cool to have that. It would give me incentive to build up characters, right? Like instead of, I think a lot of players right now, besides the whales, are pretty much focused in on one character, right? And so you're not spreading out the love across the characters. Well, if you gave me incentive to build up more than just that one character, then it'd probably be great. Right, because like for instance, we know we're gonna get Ilyana Rasputin in the game. Ooh, a blue reward this time. We know we're gonna get like a character like Ilyana Rasputin in the game, but we don't know what we're gonna necessarily do her. Wow, 8 temporal energy. So they're really rewarding with the energy. I guess they understand that, you know, hey, this is getting around this board is gonna take a while if we do it this way. Sentry just seems to be tanking all of this stuff. I mean, he is the man. So let's see. Yeah, he tanks that. Like he hasn't lost any energy at all. Like, it's crazy. Now he does have energy recovery too, so that's HP recovery rather, so that's pretty decent. Let's see. So we got a gray here. Universal types again. Okay. Cool. So let's go with that. Oh wait. Go back. So I'm using Sentry because he has the remove debuff, and he's also increasing all attack by 30% when it applies to all allies. He's a debuff character kind of, and so is Witchercall, so they should be able to remove debuff effects from them, I believe. But he is tanking it for me. So I like this game mode. I think you know, coming at this time, the only thing I dislike about it is that it feels so much akin to story mode and squad battle. The requirements don't seem as stringent, but I could see why. Oh, okay, so cool, we finally matched up. So notice that we have this boss battle right here, and it's basically him at this level, but then we have this one. This is the boss battle that we're actually looking for to clear the stage. It's not the same. It's this battle over here will not add to the total 3 boss battles that we need to clear. So let's go clear this one so that way you can see the difficulty, I guess, of this one. So my most challenging team that I'm going to throw in is still going to be my universal team. We'll throw that one in there. Let's see how quickly they will make work of Molecule Man. Molecule Man is a character that, seriously, when they released him, he was like, I think he's a native tier 2. He probably should have been a native tier 3, similar to the way Sentry was, but they didn't. And to be honest, he's probably one of the weaker. So I got 22 of those survival tokens. That's not bad. I'm not mad at that. So we see we've beat one boss. We basically got to beat 3 of them. So we got to move over here. Aha! There goes the second one right there. So let's just make our way to him. I feel like I'm gonna waste temporal energy. Take on the challenge with a formidable team. Now, here goes the interesting part that I'm really wondering is once I get to the next level, will it be that 20% come back to me, or will I still have to deal with the 20% energy? Sentry was just getting beat down. Not Sentry, Doom. They didn't really move that much though. Most of the hits that I've taken to my health, besides Luna Snow, have mostly been me hitting hidden challenges. So I want to go up here because I want to show you guys this one. So speed type characters, let's go in here. I want to show you guys the other battle to show you it's not really reflective inside there that it takes, you know, it's not really reflective that this battle will have any effect on my on the game board in terms of me progressing to the next level. There we go. 3 seconds, 4 survival tokens, not too bad. Let's see. So now let's get a new landmark inside here. And increases combat type defense by 15, increases blast type defense, increases supervillain faction. I do love my supervillains, but I think what we'll go with is the blast type defense. So that way it applies to whether it's blast or villain, doesn't make a difference. And cool, so we get to finish out the board now, so that way you guys can see this. Oh no! Can I go back and get the reward first? Oh no, I cannot move from this location. Oh, damn it. That sucks. So I can't move from this location to get the reward before I go in there. But as soon as I complete this, it's gonna basically pop me out. Oh, that sucks. I wanted that reward. But see, that's the excitement of the game. You don't know where these places are going to pop up. I just kind of making my way around to those buffs so that way I can get those bonuses and those increase, because I feel like they're going to be the things that are helping you the most as you increase through threat levels, especially since they carry over so much. Yeah, so I would try those. So there you guys have it. That is basically, in a sense, what do you guys think about this mode? Like, I really like it. I think it's a lot of fun, especially the element of surprise, because I don't know what's coming next. I don't know how the board is going to change. 70,000 gold, that's not bad. Okay, so I don't know how that's going to change and stuff like that. And you can see I basically move on to another timeline, and now it's a 10x10 board. So I think the other one was a 7x7 board. Before that was a 5x5 board. So we're literally at threat level fucking where were we? No, we should be at threat level 4. What's going on? So it's asking me for required players. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to be at a higher threat level. But you can see right here what I was saying by your health stats carry completely over. So there are requirements inside here. You can see basically I'm required for a tier 2 character. All my characters have to be level 70. And then these are the recommended over here. But I'm required to have tier 2 characters level 70. That means any of my characters that I use have to be from that pool. This gives me reason, right, if I'm playing around with this game mode, to be like, okay, well, I've got some characters that are level 60 or level 68. Like if you go down my list, you can see, it's not even showing me my characters, but if you go to my team inventory, you'll see a whole bunch of characters in there that aren't level 70. They're just, you know, basic, you know, bottom of the pool, like 60s, and that's it. But they're at tier 2, but I haven't leveled them up. Well, this gives me incentive to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna choose to level these characters up inside here. I don't know, what do you guys think about the game mode? I'm pretty excited by it. I think that it's a pretty cool ass game mode. I definitely appreciate the addition of new content for a game that I've been playing for almost 5+ years. So Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Is this something you would like to see in Marvel Future Revolution? Is this something that you're enjoying inside Marvel Future Fight? All right, guys, till next time, peace.